Here's your #1 UFC lightweight contender. He has been tracking this champion for several years. They've been on each other's radars. This is as big a fight as we could put together, 155 pounds.
And just to watch a guy so locked in on the champion from the moment he made his debut. He told us early in his career that ultimately he would be fighting for a UFC championship, and when he got here, he would win it. It's been visualization. It has been speaking a goal into reality for this young man. Tonight he gets the opportunity to live it in real life.
And he loves proving doubters and naysayers wrong. He has made a career of just that. And now he'll try to take those 12 pounds of gold away from the champ. Scousers don't get knocked out, and that has been the case for Paddy Pimblett, at least to this point in his UFC career. Outstanding pedigree coming in, and he's got another big fight in front of him tonight, DC.
And he's going to continue to get big fights, because when you have that thing, when you have that it factor about you, people want to tune in. That is what Paddy Pimblett has in spades. But not only can he fight, but not only can he draw people in, the guy can fight. He's a tremendous grappler, and he has confidence like not many guys that we've seen at such a young age in their career.
And don't let the out-of-camp body composition fool you, because this man has a work ethic that rivals anybody in this division. Huge spot for Paddy Pimblett tonight. All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now for the introductions, we go to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Benoit, God of War, and now he's the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Paddy, the Paddy Pimblett.
Heard Dean, our referee for this one. All right, here we go. Another big night for the MMA leader from Las Vegas, Nevada's T-Mobile Arena. A lot of seminal moments in this building. I think the one.
It was a big one for me at UFC 226. But John, also UFC 200. I got to stand across the cage from Anderson Silva in that arena. This is a place where big fights happen. And tonight, you get to stand amongst the legends at the T-Mobile Arena. Big ground and pound.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Pimblett's right back to the full mount here.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
The ground strikes starting to pile up. Oh, and transitions right into side control.
Beautiful transition. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Two minutes have expired off the first round clock. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Pimblett's going for a choke. Well, it looks like that dose is tight. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense. He's got to start throwing down.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Oh, big shots from the top. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Nicely done.
I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Oh, crucifix from the top position, DC. If you're on the bottom, what are you trying to do to get out?
On the bottom, you've got to start bridging. You've got to drive your feet and your heels into the mat. Start bridging and turning side to side, hoping that one of the arms slip through the cracks so that you can try to get back to a position where you can defend yourself.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your handstand, up, like the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
Second round underway.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Unable to land with that punch.
If you get a guy hurt that bad, you knock that off, take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Well, we'll see if he has any response here. His opponent continues to land. A lot of swelling upstairs.
Well, you got to move your head. You got to be preemptive. You cannot wait until your opponent starts to throw something in your direction. You've got to avoid right now if you want to avoid having this become an issue.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round 1. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket.
He passes the half.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Pimblett. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Hard to win MMA fights off of your back, but these strikes are useful from the bottom. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Paddy Pimblett. And right into side control. Under a minute to go. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Yes, they have to be mature about the fact that this is a real fighting position, and the guy on top has a lot of opportunities to finish. If he's going to attack this north-south choke, he's got to drive that shoulder deep into his neck, really start to sink his weight away, which will in turn cut the oxygen from his opponent, allowing him to get the finish.
All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, so there's the end of the round. Tough job, but somebody's got to do it, man. Absolutely incredible. Both fighters got stunned. It's amazing to think that we fight on here.
We are in the best seat in the house to watch two men go out there and really lay it on the line. Both got hurt, but even when they were hurt, neither one of them looked like they wanted to take a step back. This is the exact type of fight they expected and the type of fight that they're delivering to the fans.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects, and that bears watching. That's going to hurt this opponent. Able to check that kick as well.
What a beautiful leg kick that landed there. Right back on those leg kicks. He's got to move. They're going to stop this fight if he doesn't move.
Gets to the single collar tie now. Oh, big right hook, but a whiff.
Hands high, hands high.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Well, the right hand has been there at times, not that time. Back and forth we go. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Landed that left hook. Oh, good work with the jab there.
That right hand landed square.
This balanced fighter has so many weapons. His jab might be the best one.
It's one of his best strikes. He's throwing it right where it needs to be, and he's stinging this jiu-jitsu fighter right in the face every time he tries to close the distance. He passed the half guard.
Pimblett's
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish the technique. He needs to shove the knees, get his opponent's knee off of his belly so he can get to his feet.
now inside the close.
Oh, he's got a choke. Look at that, it's tight.
Oh, might get the win here by finish. Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man. He's got to be careful here.
Final seconds of round 3. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
Ready to fight? Ready.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Oh, berserk ass. now. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Pimblett's eye starting to swell now.
Nice single. He passes to half guard. Now he's going full mount. And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way. How in the world did he escape that submission?
Back to his feet. That one appeared to stun him.
That was a big check. Ooh, big shot lands.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and then showing. This is a very evenly matched fight. Oh, he hurt him again, bro. Oh, he jumped guillotine right away. That guillotine is very tight.
Oh, he's out. Pimblett's going for an arm here.
Arm is very tight.
Oh, what a transition to the belly down armbar. Oh, he's out.
Notice how his opponent circled back off to his right, back towards the side that his opponent was on, got his hips all the way across to release the pressure off his arm. Beautiful submission defense.
Constantly a moving target. Yet again, rinse and repeat, targeting that swelling, and you gotta think this is gonna start to affect his performance now.
Yeah, it's at a point now, John, where he's gonna start to get desperate. He's gonna start to make some mistakes because this swelling is not just minor anymore. We're starting to get into the major territory. Gotta be careful here.
Thought about a choke, instead flattens him out, and now he's got a lot of options offensively, champ.
Yeah, he's got all the options available to him. Now he just has to get all that hip pressure into his opponent's back and just start raining down ground and pound.
And if you're the bottom fighter, better start intelligently defending yourself. Pimblett's back in form. 20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go. All right, there's the end of the round. I'm looking over to my left, UFC President Dana White. I think he's making out the bonus check right now. Incredible back and forth action.
Sign the check, boss. These two young men deserve $50,000. Hell, let's give them each $100,000 for the performance that they just put on in one round. Both were hurt. Both were able to withstand the punishment, and I can't wait until the next round gets started.
Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
All right, so after one of the more entertaining rounds in recent UFC history, our next round is upon us. Man, those guys both took some serious damage in that. Oh!
Continuing to go to the head. He's just being more... Oh!
Well, a lot of fighters say there's no worse feeling on fight night than when your cardio abandons you, and there's been a lot of output in this fight, but both of these men are absolutely gassed.
They both fought very hard, but after round one, you saw one guy's cardio say, oh, no!
So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO? Prioritized the finish tonight. Absolutely gets it with style points. A huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're going to do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are going to have a fantastic time tonight celebrating. They should all be very proud.
All right, the decision is inside the octagon. We send it to the veteran voice. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 52 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by TKO and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Benoit, God of War,
Oh, what a moment there it is for the new UFC lightweight champion. I'm not crying. You're crying. Are you crying?
I mean,